So I'm in the process of scaling up the honey production and also the sales capabilities of my little honey business here. And that means that I'm getting some more beehives and I'm making some road stands. That is a road stand I built last weekend. This is one I built for a couple weeks ago. You can just go out here and see my current point of sale here. Actually, one was just sold. So I also have to make a sign actually. That means I have to find a piece of wood. And that could be one of these, but I have to sand it down definitely. Okay, so these are the things I got from the sweet old man, elderly man. I got this thing for he just sharpened it for me, for scraping the paint off. And then I got a couple of these and the sander. Boom. Same procedure for these two. Two there, a small one for that one, two here for each side of the big one here, and then the one for the stand right out here has been refurbished. Now it's time to paint those signs for real. I have the paint, I have a brush here. I put tape on there to not paint over the edges. Now I'm giving it 3 layers of paint. Here we are. I put this tape on here and now I'm slowly peeling it off carefully because otherwise it will rip the paint with it. I just want to show you the bees, how active they are right now. And a lot of activity. Without even knowing it, this little fellow right here, without even knowing it, this bee is contributing to so many positive things. Increased biodiversity, honey in my road stand, money in my pocket, and the circle of life basically. Not as I just described it there, but today is the big day where I'm going to take the honey from the bees, the first honey. 2 hives over there with honey. We have 1 hive over there in the bushes with half a magazine of honey, and then we have one with 2 magazines there, one with 2 magazines, 1.5 behind. So it's going to be like 7 or 8 magazines. 1 hour, 1.5 hour, 2 hours later, this is what we have brought. Yeah, it's definitely the biggest harvest. 2 mags here, 3, 3, and 2. Now everything is set up and I'm ready to begin. So we have the scythe, the barrel which I'm going to store the honey in. It's not going to stand there, but then I have the all cleaned up. The bucket cleaned up. The setup over here cleaned. Everything is ready to go. Here we are, 12 hours later. And now with 3 buckets, 1, 2, and 3. And yeah, we'll have to empty the last bit. I have to clean this up for tomorrow. That was somewhat of a day. As you can see, I'm pretty tired. Heading for a bath and then going to bed and putting these magazines out tomorrow. Whew. Today my 3,342 jars arrived, so I have 3,000 jars right here. And the thing now is that I have to put lids on each of them, stack them into these boxes here. Start? Yeah. There's only one way. That is forward. The bottleneck right now is the amount of boxes we have. So working on that. Okay. I just woke up a couple minutes ago. You can see. But I want to show you the most satisfying part of waking up as a beekeeper. It's waiting right out here. I've been melting off wax for the past couple of days. And also putting new wax on these frames. Bees are producing loads of honey right now. Okay, so here it is. It's wobbling.
I just have to do like this. I hope it doesn't like break. Okay. Okay, so it's because it's a huge. It was huge.
So now it is cleaned up, and this is what we have. So it's you can see the nasty thing is gone. Only like a thin layer of it that is stuck to the wax, but completely clean. I don't know how many kilos are here, probably like 6 or 7. I decided that I want to paint the small road stand once more. That means I can't have this clothes on because it will get dirty and you can never get that paint off. That's one thing I've learned. Last weekend I had to improvise because I forgot my belt at the school. Perhaps I can find a t-shirt I'm not too happy about. It can get dirty. Maybe not. One of the smart things about living here where I live, we have a place where we trade clothes. But down here is the men's clothes, and usually there's just a lot of garbage, but sometimes, oh, that's my brother's old. What? I think I'll grab this one. This one looks good. Doesn't look good, but will do the job. Success. Now I can start painting. Oh, yeah, see. Made a mistake. Maybe I'll just have to donate this shirt here for purposes, for educational purposes. This paint is quite old because I don't like spending money on things that I can get away with not spending money on. So I have this old paint. It's pretty expensive actually, and I'm using up the last bit of it now. There's a lot of different tasks that you will find yourself doing. For example, like building one of these is a task in itself, basically. Building a stand, calling up people, having to buy equipment, having to sell your equipment when you don't need it anymore, having to find some place to store your inventory, and writing a text for people to incentivize people to buy and tell about your honey, and make a website and make a web shop and everything. Okay, so now the stand is finished painting. I almost forgot that I have an appointment with a beekeeper. I just called him up because I needed 2 queen. I don't know what it's called in English actually, but it's like, it's this thing. It holds it. It prevents the queen from entering into the top box. I almost forgot to tell you guys, but yesterday when I said I had got in contact with a guy who could sell me some equipment, beekeeping equipment, I was down there and he talked for like 2 hours, or we talked, he mostly talked. He was like an older guy who had to stop with his beekeeping. So he sold me 3 of these, 1, 2, 3, and then one of these for 100 kroners, which is like 15 bucks or something. Incredibly cheap. Each of them costs that, and they're pretty much new. So I'm going to text the guy that I would like to come down to him today later.
Tell me 2 or 3 stocks that you own today that you don't run.
The bucket is empty. Into the whoop. As you can see, the bucket is, and all I have is these 2 boxes here to fill up and put labels on.